Welcome to RPG Maker News. I'm your host, Salik. And in today's news, we have RPG Maker Unite. Gotcha Games announced a new RPG Maker that uses the Unity game engine as a base. So RPG Maker's simplicity mixed with Unity's power and flexibility. That is RPG Maker Unite. This is planned to be released later this year in 2022. And according to official publication, Unite will be available to buy from Steam and Unity's asset store. And this is what no one's talking about. If RPG Maker Unite is on Unity's asset store, then it's a Unity plugin, since you can't download anything from that asset store without first installing Unity. But if RPG Maker Unite is on Steam, then it is a standalone product with a .exe executable. It's a software made with Unity and you can launch it on its own. It's important to understand the difference. If Unite is a Unity plugin, then you have the power of the whole Unity engine on the back end. However, Unity license will apply, and so as you use the free version of Unity, there will be a Unity logo shown at the start of your game. But if RPG Maker Unite is a separate software, then that license will not apply until you export your Unite project into Unity. I hope this is making sense. And so because RPG Maker Unite will be sold on both platforms, the full relationship between RPG Maker and Unity is a bit unclear. Moving on, so on their Steam page they don't exactly explain the features, they mostly just show it in these images. And I'm going to quickly list out all the features I see and understand from all the sources I've read. This is almost literally RPG Maker MZ in Unity. All the same features and similar UI. This is focused on making a 2D top-down RPG without any coding. There is new RTP assets for Unite, it's all 2D. Everything is grid-based. There is a larger grid here, so higher resolution games would be convenient to make. 4 directional 2D sprites, no diagonal or pixel movement. The sprites are taller and we can have more frames on them. There is an inbuilt parallax mapping feature with more control on setting up collisions. We have additional F and G tiles. Native mobile support, so deploying to phones is as easy as deploying to PC. There is something called object-oriented map structure. I have no idea what that is, and Google does not know either. We get 2 succubus characters in this new RTP. There is no mention of the programming language. The animation system is not confirmed. The character creator button is not there. I see nothing 3D here. Everything looks pre-rendered 2D as a parallax map. There is a separate official Twitter for RPG Maker Unite. There will be a separate official forum for it later as well. Along with Unite's announcement, they also released a schedule for future MZ updates to show they will continue to support and add features to MZ. Lastly, there is a new and official consolidated website for RPG Maker English in Japan. And that is all for the official news we have for this week. Now we return to our usual unofficial stuff. A pack of pixelated sprite sheet animations by e.t.c and Komodo. Frostforge Effectsier effects by Dreams Circle. An enemy battler of a succubus. An incubus, a death slime, a giant, a drake, an undead sorcerer witch, and an undead sorcerer male. All 7 of these are by Uji Masala. A character art of a female student in a blazer outfit by Aona. A black cat man by Boda. Lambda font by Gigi Botnet. Sugar Story, an RPG game where you are on an important mission to get sugar for your family, accompanied by a slime. Crab Mania, a comedy game where you play as Krabby the Crab on a quest to find ingredients for a sandwich. PP Forest's Alchemist, a cute fantasy game about a young butterfly witch who is left alone by her master. As Kokoro, an adventure game about a poor little hero who enters a dungeon from which only the true heroes come out alive. Dial Town, a comedy dating sim about romantically pursuing telephones. Tall plus-size walking sprite bases by Wayward Martian. Generator parts of LPC helmets by Blue Carrot 16. A pack of pirate-related icons by Free Game Assets. A music pack of 12 horror tracks by Tyler Klein and Ducomodo. A music pack of 5 orchestral-style cinematic tracks by Sorab Chaudhry. An MV and MZ plugin by Panda that allows specifying multiple conditions for enemy behavior. An MZ plugin by Gemini that allows sorting the display order of database entries like items, skills and weapons with no tags. A series of MZ plugins by Basu that allows creating slot machines and coin exchanges. An MZ plugin by Hiccup that spreads enemy state icons in battles. An MZ plugin by Butte436 that skips the title screen. An MZ plugin by Toriakontan that adds a sound test screen in the game to listen to in-game audio. Another MZ plugin by Gemini that treats Sprite with a specific prefix as a single picture. Mansion Backgrounds by Couplant, a tool by Soul Runner that AI translates all the text in your MV game to any language. A tileset pack of post-apocalyptic lands by Sazadi Art. Moorland Wilds isometric tiles by Map Crow. And a tileset pack of monochromatic coastal mountain exterior by Anima Nell. Next, we have 2 special pieces of news. The Creators Culture Festival. This is a browser-based RPG Maker game that functions as a virtual expo. A player can walk around here and interact with these different booths. Each booth is set up by a different RPG Maker creator and gives information about their game. At the moment, this is in traditional Chinese only, featuring traditional Chinese RPG Maker games. But the organizer Mirai wants to expand to English users and creators for the next year festival. If you are any interested in joining the Creators Culture Festival next year, then there's a form for it. And in the last piece of news for today, FlareBlitzed is quitting YouTube. He has been making mostly RPG Maker Let's Play videos for the past 7 years, with around 2050 video uploads. As he's leaving YouTube, he's making a series of videos sharing his experience across the years and the value he's found in playing RPG Maker games. There's also a game jam going on where you can create a farewell game in RPG Maker for him. The submission date ends on February 28th. It can be any game with the theme farewell. And that is all for today. Farewell and go back to game making.